They might have the most puppies in the
You
world.
think so? I'm watching 101, the ending of 101 Dalmatians while mommy gets ready to go. We must be coming into dock because the pilot boat just came in and is literally right alongside us. I think he's talking to our crew. We can definitely see the port up ahead. I'm hoping that we'll turn. I can see the captain in the bridge too. I'm hoping that we'll turn so that we have a little bit better view of, we're on the land facing side, but getting ready to officially come into the port, I think, which is good news because it's good news because it's been pretty decently rough seas. So I'm glad that it looks like we're actually going to be able to dock today, which is good news. Now we're just waiting for room service. We're both in our swimsuits. We're waiting for room service to come between 7:30 and 8 so we can get a little snack and then get on the road. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is Anna.
Reservation at 9 and it's already 9.
Oh gosh, I'm late. Okay, I'll be right there. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, my table's right here, so then I'm really not late, am I? Our room service order came. We did put our door hanger out last night, and so around 7:45, we set it for 7:30 to 8 o'clock time frame, and they came at about 7:45. So we got coffee, tea, a couple orange juices, some fruit. We have some pastries in there. So this will be a great way. We have some food that's included in our cabana, so this will be a great way to just kind of tide us over until we get off the ship and get settled in the park in Cozumel.
I'm super sorry.
Okay, I've got a little partner on the balcony. We've kind of set our breakfast food out here, and it does look like we are turning around into port, which means I don't think we will be on the side of the ship that faces the port. I think we'll have a sea-facing side here. Yep, I'll help you. Just hang on. Oh, good job. You got it. All right. You ready to enjoy some breakfast, Sydney?
Yeah.
So these are our croissants.
But
Got
I want
some
to be fancy too.
Jams, cream cheese,
Jam? Yuck.
give me a bagel, got fruit, orange juice. We've got our coffee and tea down there. Salud, Sydney, to a delicious breakfast in Cozumel. Salud. Cheers, little girl. Sydney, what are you most excited to see in Mexico?
For the moms, 6 kids with their chanclas. Oh, you're at war.
Great.
Mom, can you put a little milk in here?
Sure. All right, here we go. Getting ready to get off the ship in Cozumel. Okay, we scanned our key to the world cards, and now we're headed off the ship. Cozumel, here we come. Wagon is unfolded, and we are en route to the taxi stand. So once we get a little further into the port, past the port shopping area, there's a little taxi stand where we'll just grab a cab over to Chankanaab National Park. Luckily, we've got a native Spanish speaker and a couple of Spanish understanders. So we are usually pretty good to go in this port. Always cleaning the ship. Punta Langosta is the pier that Disney Cruise Line comes in on. This has been true of every Disney cruise that we've taken to Cozumel, so I don't know if that's 100% of the time the case, but this seems to be the trend, is Punta Langosta. Gorgeous, gorgeous day in Cozumel today. So we have exited the area where they inspect to make sure you aren't bringing on any, hams or turkeys or otherwise forbidden items into the beautiful island of Cozumel. Now we're headed back to the taxi stand. This is like the shopping area in the port, Punta Langosta shopping area. All your usual port shopping, Diamonds International, etc. Bienvenidos. So we'll go through here, we'll get to the taxi stand, and the taxi will take us straight to Chankanaab. It's usually like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. They take USD, so we just bring a little bit of cash and we'll get there lickety split. You'll see here in the port area too, really clear signage for just where to go. We're headed towards the transportation. We actually have to take the elevator because of our wagon. But normally we'd be actually headed back that way to get over to where the taxis are. Here we go, lots of shopping, lots of shopping. We'll actually do shopping. Estoy bien, gracias. We will do our shopping, yeah, down there. We'll do our shopping on the way back because actually this is kind of where the line will be to get back on the ship. So these shops are very cleverly placed. But we'll leverage a little bit of that time waiting in line to do just a little bit of shopping in the port here. We always find a few things that are kind of fun and interesting souvenirs. All of the taxi rates are just a flat fee. So Chankanaab is $15 for 3 people. We'll bring a 20, give them a 20. But we always know we're going to pay the same thing, which is great. It's very regulated. Okay, we're all checked in. The Cabana Beach host gives us our tickets to the park. Those are included with the cabana. And now she'll walk us back to the Cabana Beach area, which is kind of nice because it takes you through a good chunk of the park. There's also kind of a back entrance that'll take you directly to the cabanas, but we sort of like going in the front way. It's a pretty park. It's kind of scenic. So we'll check out what's going on and then get settled into our cabana. This is actually one of our favorite spots in the park, the Tequila Museum. They have a tequila here that we really like. They do some tequila tastings. They have a little mini tour, show you some agave plants and kind of how the process goes. So we actually did this on our first trip to Chankanaab, and then there's a tequila here called Regalo de Dios. We actually have a few bottles of it right there, and they'll make you margaritas with it here. We really like it. We always come and get a few bottles of the añejo every time we come to Chankanaab. You can see a little bit of the park back in here. Not quite open for business yet this morning, but we decided we're actually going to go do the sea lion show. It starts in 8 minutes, so we figured we're right here. So we're going to make a pit stop on the way to the cabanas and check out the sea lion show. Hey, you want to grab a seat?
Andy, bienvenida, welcome Andy. A ver, dígame por favor, ¿dónde está la sonrisa más bonita de este lugar? Tell me, where is the most beautiful smile in this place? ¿Alguien la ve por ahí? Can you see it? ¿Dónde estará? Oh, yes. Pepe nos enseñará las diferencias. Ahorita, la segunda diferencia de second one. Esas son las aletas pectorales, those are pectoral fins. Los marinos tienen unas grandes, fuertes y largas aletas pectorales que utilizan para impulsarse. Sea lions, they got a very big, large and tropical species to propel themselves. Mientras que las focas para nadar they are muy calm, especially when they are dry, especialmente cuando se encuentran secas.
After the sea lion show wrapped, we saw that the Tequila Museum had opened for business, so we headed over to get our first round of margaritas.
Salud, familia! To Mexico. Let's get going. Cabana Beach. We're cabana number 7 today. All right, just arrived in our cabana. We're getting a little tour. We've been in these cabanas before, so we kind of know the drill, but Sydney's gonna make herself comfortable here. Should we get out our sand toys, kind of explore this area? We haven't stayed in this particular cabana before. It's looking beautiful. A little bit nicer than actually last time we were in Cozumel. There was a winter storm warning, which really meant that it was like upper 70s and windy, which was adorable. But here we are. This is not a winter storm warning. It's 83 and gorgeous. So we're here for the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, just hanging out on the beach. The cabanas come with a full menu, so kind of see here lots of options. They just brought us a few waters that are included, at least as of this moment they're included. Lots of drinks. You'll never go hungry or thirsty at the cabanas, so we definitely like that aspect of it. Beautiful view. So we're gonna get out the sand toys and just kind of start running around and exploring. Actually thought I might do a quick tour of the cabana. So there's a little bar restaurant area over here where you can go sit down. Sydney's gonna explore on the beach a little bit. You have a couple of loungers. They provide some towels here. They provide some waters. Got a nice area to sit. Little table for food. We do have a fan, which is great. It's not plugged in right now, but we'll plug it in a second. And a couple of outlets, which is actually really handy. So we'll keep our devices charged. And then they also have Wi-Fi here. So all you could possibly need. And these are like so much cheaper than the Castaway Key cabanas. It's ridiculous. This is like $100 for the day. Not even that much. So Castaway Key is like $1,000 for the day. But as you can see too, there's not like there's not a zero entry like beach area. So again, with Sydney being 5, this is perfect. See, she's out there. I'm not feeling stressed or worried because there's a little seawall there. So she can still play in the sand and stuff, but I don't have to worry that she's gonna, you know, get pulled in by a current or something. So we're loving, at this life phase, we are loving the Cabana Beach. So this area right here is a nice little kind of controlled entry point down into the water. So it's all like rocky beach up to this point, and then you're gonna do snorkeling, diving, whatever. There's kind of this nice stairway that goes down. So again, with Sydney, it's so nice because it's very easy to stay in control of when she is going down into the water. I'm getting a pedicure, so life is good.
Help me.
Looking good, huh? Oh, please, babe. All right, we're doing some sand play up here and enjoying ourselves. You can see here there's also a lot of other stuff you can do that's included with the cabanas. So there's snorkel equipment rental, so you can see, not rental, sorry, it's included. So snorkel equipment is available. I've been hearing these kids shouting every time they hear or see a fish or spot something, so that's kind of fun. And then I also heard somebody come over and talk about there was an intro to scuba class. So few fun things that you can do here. After many attempts, we finally made a little sandcastle. So very good. And now it appears the food is here. So we're gonna go enjoy a little bit of a snack at the cabana. Yay. Thank you for ordering the food, honey.
Yes.
Did you already get into the food? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. All right, the food that Papi ordered came. So we have some ceviche, chips and salsa, guacamole that we've already broken into. So taking a little snack break here in the cabana, and then I'm sure we'll be back to our sandcastle building. Okay, Sydney's gonna give us a review of the guacamole. Mommy has already tried it and is delicious as always. Let's see what she thinks. Is it good? Honestly, it is really good. They definitely make it fresh. So, high marks to the guacamole.
While Sydney and I finished our food, Papi went back over to the tequila village to pick up a little restock on some of our favorite tequilas from this park.
Okay, Sydney's quesadillas de pollo came, her chicken quesadillas. All right, what's the verdict, ma'am? Do you like them?
Bum bum, yummy.
Bum, bum. Yummy. Very good. That's a positive review from the food critic. And the last of our lunch came. We've got a couple of shrimp tacos, a few shrimp tacos, 3 to be exact. And he said these are tacos de pescado. Not sure what kind of fish, and I'm surprised that Gio got those instead of chicken. So we'll see what he actually ordered. But here's our lunch for the day and our view. So no regrets on this choice to come to Chankanaab today.
It's out loud for everybody.
No, todavía no, hay bastante.
No, you need to pick it at the top.
Oh no.
Sydney, Papi, Sydney, Mommy, Papi, Sydney.
Okay. Oh gosh. What do you think that means?
Sydney can't go.
All right, let's see how this hand turns out. This is kind of intense.
Okay, let's go.
You have a 7 or a red.
I have a red.
Okay.
Ponelo ahí.
Good job. You did
I
it.
have 2 reds. This one too.
Oh, okay, perfect. Hang on to that one. Puppy has a red. Okay, what's Mommy got? Oh, yep. Okay, we just played a really fun game of Uno Splash. So if you're not familiar with Uno Splash, it's just like a laminated version of Uno. Comes with a carabiner clip, and it's awesome for the beach and for pools. And the cards are a little bit heavier than regular Uno cards. They don't blow away as easily. I mean, they will if there's a good gust of wind. But we just played a really fun game of it in the cabana. So definitely recommend grabbing this for your next beach trip. She's got him hunting for something.
Let's go to give them to the donut.
I put this rock collection in my sun hat. Oh, no, let's maybe not put it in that hat.
Where can I put it?
That's a good question. Well, you know,
On the
they came
table?
in, yeah, I was going to say they just cleared off the table, so maybe we could put the rock collection on the table. How's that sound?
Okay.
Cool.
Make sure they don't blow away.
Sure thing.
What's the on for?
Let's leave the fan alone. Thank you so much.
Look how many iPhones.
We're enjoying that today. Wow, you got a bunch. Where'd you find all those?
Well, you helped me with some.
Well, that's true. Where'd you find the rest?
Look, Papi.
Oh, good. So you had good help today. What's happening with these rocks next?
Well, we're going to see if we can bring them.
Oh, you want to bring them on the ship?
Yeah.
I have hard news. Definitely it won't be allowed. But we can love the rocks while we're here. Cleaning off sand toys before we leave. Sydney, what do you think of the beach here? She went under the water and with her goggles on and she could see plants and fish. That was pretty cool. Now we're off to La Mission, right?
No.
I think that's the plan. All right, we're all packed up. Our taxi's waiting. Our cabana host called the taxi for us. So goodbye, cabana number 7. I'm sure we'll be back. Enjoyed our time there very much. Now we're headed to La Mission El Centro, which is one of our favorite restaurants in Cozumel, in the center of the city. she's napping in the wagon. This is why we bring it. And we're here. La Misión. Sydney said she's not hungry, but Papi and I are hungry. So we're loading up. La Misión time.
Yeah.
Game faces. I think I forgot Sydney's markers, so we are playing invisible tic-tac-toe.
Mom, I put
Did you take the middle spot?
No.
Oh, sorry.
The food here is always so good. The tortillas are made fresh in-house. This item is just called cheese on the menu. It's a queso fundido. The guacamole, like we mentioned, was great. This is actually a virgin piña colada type of drink. And then they bring this salsa that's basically like pico de gallo. It's really good. I got the chicken enchiladas. They let me order off the lunch menu, even though it was a little past lunchtime. Gio got a wide assortment of chicken and steak tacos, and they're accompanied by a couple of tostadas with frijoles and guacamole. We love kind of the open air design of the restaurant too. Always just love the breeze coming through here.
The food at Misión is always on point, but Sydney found something that I think she's even a little bit more excited about over here. He is cute. Well, as usual, we are leaving La Misión beyond stuffed. So it's maybe like a 10-minute walk back to the port. So we're gonna go walk off all that queso fundido and make our way back to the port. It's about 3 o'clock local time, so we don't have to be back on the ship for another hour. Maybe it was an hour and a half, so we'll go with plenty of time. You can see as we kind of go around the corner, it's right there. Okay, we are headed back to the ship. We had a delicious lunch, walked back to the port, and now we're getting ready to board. Usually they ask for our passport, but not always, so we'll see how this one goes today. I think usually because Sydney's with us, they just want to check and make sure that we're all a nice, happy family, so. Sometimes this is where we need to show our passports again. We didn't have to show them this time, just our key to the world card to get back over to the ship. So just kind of depends on the day, I guess. We brought the passports just in case, but did not end up using them today. So there we go. Okay, we had to declare our tequila, so they hang on to that and we pick it up at the end of the cruise, but now we're headed back to our room. Remember which, whoa, I almost got squished by the door. Do you remember which floor? Good job. Woo, we're ready for a shower and a nap, aren't we?
No, I took a nap.
That's true, you did. She took a 10-minute nap in the cab. All right. That was not a good nap. That's all right, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the night brings us, right? All right, we are showered and cleaned up, and Sydney decided she wanted to go to the kids club, so here we go. If you meet Olaf, are you gonna go a little crazy?
Oh my gosh!
Okay, just dropped Sydney off in the kids club. Now we are headed up. I'm actually gonna grab a coffee from Jade Cricket, and then I'm gonna go to, there's a DVC member update in Sarabi, so I'm gonna head to that next and see what some of the park and cruise line updates are that they have prepared for the DVC guests that are on the ship.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the DVC member update was some updates, but mostly sales. Oh, there's Aladdin. That's exciting. Aladdin is not on very many of the ships, so that's kind of cool to see him. Long line for him, which makes for some tight corners, but Sydney is still in the kids club, and Gio's actually upstairs working a little bit. So I decided I'm gonna head up to the top deck and do some exploring. There are some areas of that top deck I don't think I've been to yet, so I'm going to head to the forward elevators and go check some things out, go explore. I've made my way up to deck. I think I'm on 13 right now. Yes, I'm on 13 above the Toy Story splash pad area down there. Really beautiful views up here. I think down that way, I think I would hit the concierge sun deck area, but I'll take this for about half the price. Gorgeous out here. I actually think I was wrong. So if you go all the way to the front on deck 13, forward, there's this like random little, I knew this was over here. I kind of forgot about it because I explored this and found it on the Wish too. It's the Chippendales pool. So kind of feels like you're gonna run into another one of the dead ends that are so prevalent on this ship, but no, indeed, it is a little, pool's closed right now, but it's a beautiful little area on the forward, like the other ships have. So kind of like the Satellite Falls area, except this, I believe, is open to everybody. I don't see any signage or indication that it's not open to kids too. So, and we are over, I think down there is the concierge sun deck. So I was off by one deck, but this is not bad. And we are just peacefully drifting along. So tomorrow we're in Grand Cayman, not in a rush, it seems. So, ooh, windy up here. Beautiful night. Okay, I have just been wandering the ship. Wonderland Cinema is one of, on this ship, 2 different movie theaters. I don't think anything's playing in here right now, so let's go take a peek inside. See what it looks like. This one is, of course, Alice in Wonderland themed. Oh, and you know what? There is a movie going on, so we will actually not go inside, but kind of cool. You can see Disney movies at sea. These are usually they're movies that have already been out for a little while, but once in a while there will be a premiere. Like on this sailing, they will be playing Snow White in here quite a bit, because this happens to be, Cheshire Cat just went away. That's cool. This happens to be, you know, a couple weekends after Snow White was released, so kind of a fun experience. On our New Year's sailing, what was it? Moana 2 was playing, so we got to see that on the ship with Sydney, and that was really cool. And the ships all have these kind of little, in different spots, little seating areas. The ones on the Wish are, in my opinion, the most beautiful. So I just kind of grabbed a spot here, might sit here. I did bring my book, might read a little bit. This is just right off the atrium, so if anything exciting is happening in the Grand Hall, I'll be able to see that. And I also have not a bad view here to my left either. So nice spot. I think I'll have a little bit of mommy time here and read my book and enjoy the rest of my coffee. Then I'm going to go down. I'm not too far from the kids club, so I'll probably go down and see if Sydney's ready to leave. I have Uno Splash in my bag, so maybe we'll see if she wants to play a game with old mom instead of hanging out in the kids club. So just kind of playing this evening by ear, which is a lot of fun. And one of the best parts about Disney cruises is you can definitely just kind of relax and play an evening by ear. I actually just remembered, even though there isn't like a Broadway style stage show tonight, there's actually what they're calling the Broadway series, where they've got a actual Broadway performing artist who's here doing vocal talent, doing music. So yeah, I might go sit in on that and check that out for a little while. That's what's happening tonight in the Walt Disney Theater. So right over this way. Okay, the lower level of the theater is actually packed, which is awesome. These are the two vocalists that are going to be performing tonight. So I'm actually going to go up one level and grab some seating up on the higher floor, which, you know, for a stage show, we kind of prefer the lower floors, but hey, for a musical performance, why not? Let's go up and not fight a crowd up here. What? I just saw this for the first time. This is just, you know, regular hallway art. Gorgeous. All right, well, I went to check on Sydney, see if she wanted to eat some dinner in the kids club, and she showed me a million crafts that she made and said, please let me stay. So she is staying in the kids club, and I'm gonna go back up to the room and maybe order some room service for dinner, because I'm not super hungry, but I'm a little bit hungry, so. Okay, so I'm back on the room to check on Gio. He is actually done with work, so we are gonna go do what every adult does when their kid is in the kids club and they're ready to have some fun. We are actually gonna go do laundry. So you'll get a chance to see Fairytale Fresh Laundry. I've got my Haunted Mansion ears on because we are going to make a stop at the Haunted Mansion parlor, and they've also got like some kind of fun photo backdrop that is Haunted Mansion themed tonight. So we're gonna go knock out a couple fun things like that. Then we'll go check on Sydney again in the kids club. She was insisting that she wasn't hungry, not thirsty, just wanted to stay in the kids club and do crafts with her new friend that she made there. So why interfere with her wishes? But we will kind of check back on her, make sure that she's doing okay, and then we'll see where the night takes us. Fairytale Fresh Laundry, deck 8, midship. So here we go, off to do what all respectable adults do. Hello! Laundry, laundry, laundry. Free evening, laundry. Okay, that is cool. We got some Haunted Mansion fans. That is a dope door. Look at that. Oh my gosh, they've got the whole thing going on. Foolish mortals. Rides from the stretching room. Yeah, that's so cool. Fun. Love it. Good job. Good job, stateroom. Okay, we found it. It's just off the elevator bank on deck 8. This is actually a little hard to find because a crew member told us to go all the way forward, which this is definitely not all the way forward. Anyways, found it. This is a little fancy. Fairytale Fresh Laundry. So soap center, we won't need that, but you can acquire soap here if you'd like some. We have our little laundry sheets, and it looks like everything here works. Let's see. We're gonna use our magic band. Huzzah. Oh, and they have irons too. Well, that's nice. All right, so here we go. Here's the ironing board situation. This is nice. Very handy, especially for formal night, if you're into that. Ooh, more ironing boards over here. My. And looks like a little sink station back here. Lots of washers and dryers too. So it's like a little trash for the detergent. How's it going over here? Is it pretty intuitive so far?
I think I need
TBD.
soap.
Okay. We did bring our detergent sheets, so we're using those, and then you just tap to start. Do that. It says press below to purchase. Now we've claimed it. So now we must just start it, right?
Hold this.
There's a start button. Did we do it? We did it!
Success.
Okay, so we decided to make our next stop a little pit stop in Haunted Mansion Lounge. So it says here, tip and turn this book of spells. Your spirit yearns for the secrets it tells. Oh, so there's the menu. The spirits have been released. Experience for 2. So I'm guessing we can kind of swipe through this, maybe? Or how do we get it to maybe turn it again? Turn it upside down? All right. That was a good try. So,
Blank on a table, it's blank to respond. Send us a blank from
somewhere beyond. Okay. We need to fully focus on this, so we'll be back with a review of the drinks. Ooh, it's so creepy. That is cool. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Wow. Ooh, secret ghosties. This is kind of a fun fact. So this is the sign here says Brother Roland, forever revered for embracing the weird. And this is actually a bust of Raleigh Crump, who was one of the Imagineers that was part of the designing of the Haunted Mansion attraction at Disney World, Disneyland. And so they're kind of paying homage to him here, which is really cool.
We really enjoyed this visit to the Haunted Mansion parlor. It was a little noisy, so I didn't review my drink in there, but I got the Sympathetic Libations, which is actually 0 proof. It's like the Liar's fake tequila, orange sec, blood orange, cherry, sour, lime, salt foam. It was good, but it was a little too sweet for me, as were really all the drinks we tried in the parlor during our trip on the Treasure, but the vibe makes up for it. Well, begrudgingly, she's agreed to entertain the idea of eating something, so we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna maybe go up to the room and get room service, check on our laundry, and try to feed our child. Well, they're playing hide and seek in the laundry room while we wait for our clothes to be done, which should be done in 1 minute, and then we'll switch them to the dryer. Then we decided we'll go back to the room service for dinner, hang out, maybe watch a movie, relax, and have some good family time together. But for now, hide and seek in the laundry room. All right, grabbed our clothes out of the washer. Now we are gonna do the same thing. We moved them to the dryer, tippity tap. So I wonder if we have any control over the settings or if it's just one setting. Oh. Is there like a medium temp?
Yeah. Looks like this is the normal temperature. You can change a lot of this stuff,
So keep going. Low, medium, or low, normal. Oh, it looks like that's...
in case you want to dry your mops.
I guess. Weird.
Wool. Someone's
Nice. Keep going. Thank you.
sensitive.
We don't need a joke about each one, Dad.
Extra dry? Okay, got it.
Okay, so those are all the options. All right, so we're going to discuss which option is best for us, but you got to see all of them. Whew, this is a fancy dryer. Okay, something to note about our experience with the app is that it told us that the laundry started, it told us that the dryer started, but it never told us that the laundry ended. Like, we actually just set a timer, so we knew it was done because we knew it was a 50-minute load for the washer. But yeah, something a little glitchy here, because ideally it would have pushed us a notification that the washer was done, but it didn't. So just keep track of your own time on the laundry. I don't think we really know how long the dryer's gonna go for, so maybe we just check back in another 50 minutes. Since the washer took 50, maybe we'll assume the dryer's gonna take 50 too. All right, so up to the room service. Okay, made it back to the room. I actually just ordered some room service, and Gio and Sydney went up to Goofy's Grill to grab burgers and probably ice cream. And I wanted to show you guys this. There's some tendering information for Grand Cayman. So anytime you have a tender port, you'll get this little info sheet with info on like how to grab the tender and all that kind of stuff, because sometimes that can be a little bit confusing. So very excited to be in Grand Cayman tomorrow.
I didn't grab a lot of footage of this, but the rest of our night just entailed eating our room service. We watched Sword in the Stone, and we did remember to go up and grab our laundry. So, successful evening all the way around.
I think that's pretty much going to do it for us tonight. So once Gio and Sydney get back here, we'll do bath time, bedtime, wind down time, all of that. But thanks for joining us today on our really fun day in Cozumel. We always enjoy Cozumel. We did again today. The weather was perfect, which was awesome. And of course, our lunch at La Mission was everything we hoped it would be. So cheers to a great day. Tomorrow, again, we're in Grand Cayman. We're actually still, I think, a little up in the air as to whether we're going to get off the ship. The tendering process takes a little bit of time. We don't have an excursion. We do love the beaches, but they are always very packed on Grand Cayman. So we'll kind of see what we're feeling like, if we're feeling like a crowd or not feeling like a crowd. So anyways, thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed today, if you want to continue to follow our adventures in Disney World, Disney cruising, please like and subscribe, and we'll hope to see you tomorrow. Good night.